except for probably my experience. You know, I have a database of relationships with both brokers and tenants and national retailers for the past 15 years. When I was dealing with the village, they were known as being difficult to deal with. And to say that there aren't developers out there, there aren't builders out, they are, because there's surrounding communities that are under construction. Route 30 was ripped up forever, and still, you know, they came. They got development. They got really great quality tenants. So I think, and that's what I would see as myself bringing to the community is my experience with being from the development process and then all the way to when I was a planning commissioner. So I know what it's like to be in the back end, and I know what it's like to be in the front end. I know what you can get away with and what you can't get away with. So.
I would just add to that, I agree with a lot of what was said. I think we need to create an economic identity for Homer Glen. I think we need to undergo an identity challenge and figure out economically who we want to be, who we want to bring in, what we want to look like in future years down the road. I don't want to be Orland Park, but I definitely want attractions that attract people, and thus far we have some, but I think we can grow and we can expand those even more. So, thank you.
I'd like to hear from the two Lockport gentlemen too. Same question.
I can help with that a little bit. And, you know, being that I've been in the area for 20 years, I think there's a lot of misconception with Homer Glen and Lockport. They're constantly, you know, they act like they're different, but I think we need to work together in some instances. We are, again, 355 and 159 is a very important corridor for both of us, I think. And I think the most important thing we need to do is maybe work together in some instances. Because again, all the cars, there's 130,000 cars that pass by that intersection every day. And most of them are going to Orland Park, Bolingbrook, Mokina, or whatever. They're not stopping in Lockport or Homer Glen because there's really nothing that appeals to them. Okay, and the other thing that needs to be discussed, it's $1.90 to get off that exit every time you get off. So if something small goes up, no one's going to get off at McDonald's and get a burger and pay $1.90 to get on and to get off. So again, as a community with the people in place, we need to talk to IDOT about reducing maybe the tolls, talking to businesses and letting them know that, yeah, we're working together. So together we have 50,000 people instead of 25 and 25. And I think with that, it gives us more ammunition to bring more businesses into that area. And, you know, let them pick and choose. Of course, Lockport and Homer Glen will offer their amenities and, and let the best city win. But again, there's always a reason why there's a McDonald's across the street from a Burger King, because it brings more people in. So I think Homer and Lockport working together can help each other. Of course, I'm running for the Alderman of Lockport, so I'm of course for Lockport. I hate to say it to these guys, but again, I think what happens in Lockport will spill over to Homer Glen. I think we would get it first because we're closer to the highway, sorry to say. But I think it would be a domino effect. Once it starts, it's going to continue, so I think it's important. That's my thing is working together with everybody, with communities, with whatever. A lot of opponents in the race, and I have one that is his primary concern is Karen Springs, his area. Not to get overpopulated, more too many warehouses for me. I like to get the communities together, maybe piecemeal, get one from Creekside, one from Bonnie Bray or whatever, and have a little community discussion and see what's best for all of Lockport, not just for one area. Thank you.